it's so dark. Good morning and welcome to day 20 of Vlogtober. I can't believe we're only like 11 days from the end of Vlogtober already. It is the big day today. It's time to film my podcast. I have spent the last 2 days making really extensive notes. I was up early this morning finishing my notes for Skillshare, and I've got everything ready and set up, and it is as dark as 6 o'clock in the evening. It is absolutely bucketing it down with rain, and it is so dark. It doesn't look too bad on the screen, so I might just have to work with it. Yeah, because today is the day I need to film the podcast. This is the only day I've got to do it, so we're just going to have to work with the light, I think. It's going to struggle a bit in this light, I think. Let's try and hold something up. Let's hold up some yarn. It's okay, isn't it? So as long as I keep an eye on my face. Sorry, this is very boring for you while I just work out if I'm in focus, but this is part of what I do. This is the podcast, so it's the preparation for the few days before, the working out of exactly what I want to say about things. I've got a whole long list of patterns I want to talk about, so I've been emailing a lot of designers to ask if it's okay to use images up on the screen, so I've been doing that until quite late last night. I've had to put makeup on. You don't know the stress that I'm under. I'm joking, I love this. I absolutely love filming my podcast. I'm so excited to get stuck in and share everything. And by the way, I'm filming my knitting and crochet podcast. I don't think I said that. So my other channel is Little Drops of Wonderful, and it's all about knitting and crochet and crafts and so on. And I film quite long podcasts. Well, at the moment it's every month, but I'd like to do it more regularly than that. But obviously being Vlogtober, that's not possible. And I'd like to do more content. I do tutorials. I've done sewing tutorials, crochet tutorials. I've got some free patterns and so on. So that's what I'm filming for today. I didn't say that at the beginning. I've just been catching up on your comments a bit, and you've worked some kind of magic whilst I've been doing that, because it's so much brighter now. It's only like 10 minutes later. So I've got my cup of tea. I've got it in my Strictly Socks mug, because I'll be talking about the Strictly Sock Along on my podcast, which is something I run every year, where we knit socks or crochet socks whilst Strictly Come Dancing is on. And I should say as well, I feel like I'm doing the podcast now. I am wearing a top that I knit. It is called the As If Tee, and it is by, oh, it's on the tip of my brain, just had to look it up, Shay Johnson, who is Knit and Crochet. I remember that. I always used to love that play on her name with crochet. And it's inspired by one of the outfits from the movie Clueless, which is why it's called the As If Tee. And I love it because you're gonna, if you watch my knitting and crochet podcast, you're gonna see this bit twice. But yeah, so this bit's kind of with mohair, and then the bottom bit that's not kind of see-through is made with a worsted weight. And yeah, so it goes all the way around the back like that. Just do a little 360. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get stuck in while the light is good. I'm gonna start filming, so I'll see you afterwards. I have just finished the podcast, and this is the mess that I have created. So I'm gonna have to clean this little lot up. Oh, I've dropped everything everywhere. Ugh. I've got my sketchbook here as well, because I was showing a map that I was working on. And I'm really pleased with this sketchbook because it's my first completed sketchbook. I haven't done any sketching in a little while. Many of you will have already seen some of my sketches, but these are some of my sketches from Westgate-on-Sea. I love drawing buildings. I love the little intricate windows. I love getting lost in it. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I really like drawing eyes, and I'm always quite pleased when I do eyes. I like practicing eyes, but I need to practice other features like noses. I'm not so good with noses and things. That's Phoebe's eye. But I really like the process of drawing an eye from photograph. And then this is like some of my pages are literally just mucking about with new pens or new paints. And I just try to not be precious about it. I did when I first started drawing. I don't know why I'm suddenly starting to talk about drawing. It's just I get asked a lot. So I've got two of these books. One is my good book. And one is my not good book, which is this one. But this one actually turned into my good book because I used it more because I wasn't afraid of it, which is interesting, isn't it? So my second book I'm now going to use in the same way. Though it started off as only good drawings, no mucking about, no doodling, I'm not going to do that anymore. Because these sketchbooks are for me, they're not for anybody else. I don't care if one page has got a postcard stuck in it, one page has got a practice of an eyeball, and one page has got a masterpiece. Not that there are any masterpieces in here. I've even done just fantastical things for Instagram challenges, and you know, I'm not trying to win any awards for sketchbook style. I'm not going to be doing flip throughs or anything like that. It's just little challenges to myself. I even stick things in. So for example, Phoebe, I was just doodling on an old bit of card and ideas for the garden, and then it turned into quite a fun doodle where I was doing it like a bird's eye view, and then Phoebe was beside me and she was doing it, so I've stuck it in because it's a lovely memory of art that I've done with my daughter. And then I do doodles and I write, and then I practice doing sketches that only take me a couple of minutes and so on. Oh, I've just lied as well, I haven't finished it. I've got 2 pages here to finish. So maybe that'll be a challenge for next week. And yeah, just open the first page, scribble all over it, then you don't have to be afraid of it. I'll put a link to the pens and the watercolours. Watercolours? Went all South London then, didn't I? Put a link to the pens and watercolours that I use. Ooh-cha! In the description box underneath. Right, I'm going to go and have some lunch and edit. It is 5:30. The light is fading. Dan has taken Phoebe to football. Lilli should be walking in the door any minute from college. Unless she's forgotten her key, in which case she'll be ringing the bell. Okay, so Lilli is home now and her boyfriend was here for a minute, but he's gone and she's gone upstairs to get changed. So I'm about to get my shoes on. I have been editing all blinking day. So I have been filming and editing since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's now 25 to 6, but I've got something important to do now, which is good because I'm kind of sick of the sight of myself and sick of the sound of myself. So I'm going to put my laptop on to charge whilst I go out, because I have ordered another magic bag with the Too Good To Go app from our local Londis, which is like the local convenience shop, like it sells a little bit of everything. So it was only £3 this one. Not sure what it's going to be like. I know the shop, they're lovely, but I can't imagine it's going to be as good as our haul from Starbucks the other day. But I'm going to go up there now and pick it up and see what it's like. It's only about a 15-minute walk away, so it's a good excuse to get out and stretch my legs. It'll probably be a bit dark on my way back, but it's a main road, busy road, so I'm not worried about that. And I'll take you along with me. Let's go. This must have fallen off of the back of a van or a lorry. Looks like a plastering bucket, but not anymore. It's going to be, I don't know, a bucket for collecting water in the summer from rain. So I've got water to use to water the garden. A mini pond if we sink it into the ground. A bucket for using for water for when we clean out the chickens, or a planter or something. I tell you what, it isn't anymore though, and that's rubbish lying on the side of the road. I'm going to go and wash my hands. Excuse all the editing gumph here. Let's see what we've got in our magic bag from Londis. Now bear in mind this was £3. So we've got some bread. Got a bit of a tear in it there, but I could take those 2 bits of loaf out. The date on it is the 23rd, so it's good. I'm going to take the bits next to the tear out, and the rest, actually we've just run out of bread, so that's perfect. A poppy seed bloomer, that's got tomorrow's date on it, so if I wrap that up or freeze it, everyone's going to be happy with that. A tiger bloomer, also with tomorrow's date on it. We love tiger bread in this house. I think I'm going to have to change what I've got planned for dinner at this rate. What have we got in here? Tomato salsa. Okay. What's the date on this? Today. It's got today's date on it. I wonder if I could freeze that. It says it's not suitable for freezing. Right, let's have a think about that. It'll probably last a couple of days past the best before, to be honest. Oh God, I've got poppy seeds everywhere now. Oh, whatever's in here smells nice. He gave me a load of hot things. Mini roasty potato bites. 2 bags of those. Chicken and mushroom bake. Creamy peppercorn steak bake. Cheese and smoked ham bake. Another one. 2 croissants. Woo! 3 pain au chocolats, or chocolate croissants I should say. £3. Amazing. It's a lot of beige, but I don't think the girls will complain. so I'm going to try chicken and mushroom and creamy peppercorn steak.
The peppercorn steak one is really good.
I'm going to try a peppercorn steak, Lydia. There's one bit left there.
Yeah, I'll put it on in a sec.
I want to try a mini potato rosti.
You've got 5 of them on your plate.
Oh! And this is tiger loaf in here, and that's smoked ham and cheese. I'm just going to...
Smoked ham and cheese is really nice.
I'm just going to try a tiny bit of the smoked ham and cheese. And then you've got vegetables and salad.
The steak one is so good. Yeah.
A weird but nice meal. This is a challenge for you.
Okay. Cascilla challenge.
It's Melanie's partner's birthday today.
Okay.
So, but I'm having horrible trouble focusing today. Well, look, it's focusing on you. And Melanie's partner's name is
Adrian Van Zyl.
Adrian Van Zyl.
I mean, that's how it's spelled.
That's a great...
Adrian.
That is a
happy birthday, Adrian.
great name. Happy birthday.
We like interesting surnames, don't we?
We've got an interesting surname.
It's Adrian Van Zyl's birthday.
Happy birthday.
This is ridiculous. It is 9:15. Just gone 9:15. And I'm not even in my pyjamas at 9:45. This is dreadful. I've still got to clear up the stuff on my podcast earlier. I have been filming and editing basically for 12 hours straight, apart from when I was walking to and from Londis to pick up my very successful magic bag and my new bucket. It's been quite the day. I was going to have my hot milk and special biscuits tonight, but I definitely won't be. I will be having a glass of wine and then going to bed very early. Goodness knows when I'm going to edit today's vlog though, so I'm going to keep this short and just say goodbye. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone's birthdays. I've got really behind on comments the last couple of days. Podcast filming is just a bit time consuming. I will catch up, so even if it's belated, you will get a happy birthday. So if it is your birthday today, happy birthday to you. I will try and mention everybody that has asked for a mention. So, and sorry if I haven't done that. And I'm now rambling, which I said I wouldn't do. I'm going to go and tidy up and put my pyjamas on, and I will see you again tomorrow. It's Friday. Friday.